welcome back to Keeper's Corner. We have a very special episode today. Our special guest just peeked her head in. See, Maggie, you want to say hi? She's a little camera shy right now, but I'm sure she'll be joining us. I'm here with Corinne. Corinne is a very special foster of ours. She is Miss Meagan Roo's foster. So Corinne, I would like to start by you introducing yourself, what you do for work, where you're from, how did you get involved with Kind Keeper?
Okay. My name is Corinne Pfeifer, and I've been involved with Kind Keeper since 2018. I met Belinda back when it was a lot smaller rescue than it is now, and we were at a function, and we adopted a dog from her. And that was it. And then that was that's how it all got started. And you got your
And we were just talking, you did a little bit of kennel work too.
I did the kennel work, yes. I started out, I worked kennel for probably about 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. Did a lot more work at the rescue. But unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately. Fortunately, I got Meagan Roo now, so she takes a lot of time.
Yeah, so why don't we talk about Meagan Roo? Well, since she's here right now.
I can see a pretty face.
And Meagan Roo is a little bit older, right? She's 7?
She's approximately 7 years old. She came to the rescue in July of 2019. Yeah. July 15th, I think, is the approximate date with her 2 puppies. Mm-hmm. And there was nothing that stood out in my mind about her. She was a regular, one of the regular dogs. She never liked other animals, though. That was the only thing, but...
and for her to be in our care for, what is it, almost 5 years now? It's going to be coming up on 5 years.
Yeah.
And that is a long time. And
it is.
She was there for about a year before you fostered her?
She was there for probably, I started fostering her in February of 2022.
Okay.
So it's coming on 3 years.
Okay.
It's coming on 3 years now.
And she was from a pretty bad situation. She was a transfer from a county shelter with her 2 young puppies.
Yes, she has scars around her neck. You can tell that she was tethered because
outside.
Yes, and she has scars around her snout.
She's been through a lot.
She's been through a lot. Yeah. She still is a little hesitant on meeting new people. Some people she just warms up to like that. She just has a new friend that she warmed up to, so it's wonderful.
She's able to do that.
Yeah. In the beginning, it wasn't so good. It was a lot of pulling, a lot of barking, but now she's come around a lot. She's come around a lot, and she's going to make a great pet.
I have a couple of questions about fosters and about Meagan Roo. One of them being a question that we see all the time on social media. If you've had Meagan Roo as a foster for as long as you have, why not do the foster fail, or why not adopt her permanently?
I can adopt her permanently. The problem is, you guys can't see it, but we're out here in Megan's room, it's actually a pretty nice room. It's
about the size of my apartment. She's got a nice place.
She's got a nice place. She's got her air. She's got her heat in the winter. She's got a nice new bed, a couch.
Yeah.
But I only can come out. I come out in the morning first thing. I come out mid-morning, depending upon my work schedule too. I come out afternoon, and then we come out in the evening. Sometimes there's more, sometimes it's always a minimum 4 times a day. Sometimes there's more. And it's not fair to her. I believe that she would love to be able to just sit on the couch with somebody that's available all the time for her. I mean, I have 2 dogs. Well, we have 3 family dogs total. But there's usually 2 dogs at my house.
And she's a single animal kind of girl.
Yeah, she is.
She needs a house just her own, be queen of the castle.
Yes, she is. Absolutely no other animals, especially cats.
Yeah. Those aren't food. Those are friends.
Yes,
right?
those are friends. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I'm amazed at how much progress she has made.
It's amazing.
Like, even me walking in here today, I wasn't sure if she was going to remember me because I've seen her when you were out of town and she comes and stays with us for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when I was working kennel, I'd help take care of her, but I walked up and she was just super
She
happy.
was super happy to see you. She loves visitors.
Yeah.
She loves visitors. She just got another brand new friend, Jennifer, who came, I would say, within 10 minutes. She was in her yard, and then she was walking her, and
it's amazing. That must feel so good.
It's great. It's a little bit of a break for me,
right?
And it's good for her because it's like
exposed to new things, new people,
new things, and it's not like, oh, it's you again.
Yeah, and you're always open too if people want to become Megan's friends.
Absolutely.
Reach out to you, come hang out with her. Megan, like we said, she's got her own beautiful space back here with a little yard. So just coming and sitting with her, playing with her, and you have a big smile on your face.
She does.
Like that,
you would like that, right?
You want to come on up?
You want to see?
You want to show your beautiful smile?
There it is. There it is.
Smile, Maggie.
Yeah.
Good girl.
There's that smile.
A beautiful smile. Yeah. I wanted to also talk about, people have a lot of questions when it comes to fostering. Bless you. Especially when it comes to adult dogs, because it is a lot different than if you were to take home a puppy or a kitten for a foster. A lot of people, their biggest concern is getting too attached with an adult dog and not wanting to have the dog move forward in the process and be ready for adoption. Do you have any advice for people who want to foster but have that fear?
I do. Somebody asked me, they said, how are you ever going to give her up? Adopt her up. And my hope is that I will always be Megan's friend.
Of course, and stay in touch.
And stay in touch. She knows I have treats in my hands. She's very treat motivated, that's why. I hope to always be her friend, but you do this because you're saving her life and you're giving her up or him up or the animal that you want to foster, because then you can make room in your heart for another one.
100%. 100%.
You know, my goal is once Megan is adopted, I'll probably cry for 48 days.
Right, yeah.
But I know I'll always be able to be in touch with her future family. And
like you said, it opens up a space.
It opens up a space that I this is it now. Now I've found my thing I love.
Fostering is so
Fostering is just the most remarkable, rewarding experience that I've ever had. It took me a long time to realize that I could do this, and
our fosters are truly, truly a lifeline. Like, we would not be able to do the things we do without our fosters, and especially for dogs like Meagan Roo who might not adjust to a shelter environment well. Something like this, it could not be more perfect. Like, who would have thought that she would get to where she is today?
Yeah, completely relaxed.
Yeah.
Completely relaxed. She knows you, but you're not...
I'm not a usual visitor or anything. And she's more than accepting.
Yes.
And it really is incredible. And I tell people all the time, if you do feel that love and attachment for your foster, that means you're doing it right. Yeah. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing by building a connection with that animal. And I'm not saying it's easy to let go when you're adopted. No. But the sense of reward and knowing what you've done, I can't explain a better feeling than that.
It's extremely rewarding, and to know that where she was and where she is now, I've been working. I need to shout out to Bridget. Bridget has been with Megan since day one. She would come to the shelter back in 2000 and probably 1920 when I first met Bridget. She was working with a dog that we had called Bushka. It was another one that was hard to adopt.
Right.
And
a little more challenging.
Challenging, yes. Yeah. And then I ran up to her and I said, can you come look at Maggie? And she comes at least once a week since 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2019.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, and she works with Meagan, and she loves Meagan just as much as I do.
Yeah.
So it's just...
And there's something so special about the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dog that just needs a little bit more time and a little bit more work. And it's that much more rewarding to have a dog. They're that much more loyal. They're that much more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And especially a dog like Meagan. Mm-hmm. What would you say her perfect home situation would look like if she was to have someone come in, be interested in adopting?
Her perfect home would be a person who has a fenced-in yard, because she loves to just be out in her yard. Mm-hmm. Who is caring, who is kind, who has patience, who's going to know that, okay, I have a new person coming in my house. Meagan is not the kind of dog that is going to greet them with a wagging tail.
Right, yeah.
So you have to have a safe spot for her, a safe area for her, where she can be comfortable and have her bed, or wherever that is. We've always said, Bridget and I always said, that a single woman would be great for her. Mm-hmm. She's not going to let anybody in your house.
Yeah. There you go. You don't need a security system.
No, you don't need a security system. Unless she gets to the point where she's just going to be a little licky monster.
Yeah, to everybody.
Just to everybody,
Everybody.
But, she loves to go on her walks. You need to be proactive with her when she goes on her walks, because there are still times when she sees birds in flight. Mm-hmm. I do believe that she was either used as a hunting dog, a bait dog, or something, because she has her teeth. Also, she had to have surgery on her teeth because they were all worn down when Belinda pulled her.
And she's got that prey drive to her.
She does have prey drive, yes.
And I believe we have her as what kind of mix?
At first they thought that she was a pointer mix. My gut is with that big smile and that those markings on her I think she's a Moo Pit.
I think so too.
I think she's a Moo Pit.
Yeah. And it explains, like you said, the wiggly body, the happy-go-lucky, but...
And all those belly rubs.
Right. And sometimes prey drive, it's natural for
it is natural
some dogs. And that's not something that has to be an extinct behavior.
No.
You just have to find ways to work around it.
I am very proactive when I walk her. Sometimes I can be a little lazy when I walk her, and I'll have my phone in my hand and I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden I realize that, oops, squirrel. And I'm like, Corinne, you have to pay attention to Meagan, and that's her sole way of reminding
checking in to see if you're paying attention.
Checking in to say hello.
You come back up.
Come on up. Okay. Okay. Come on up, Maggie. Okay.
See, this is her ideal life right here. Someone to watch and sit and watch TV with on the couch.
We have our little TV there that we watch in the winter.
Little TV. Oh, she does have those pity grunts.
Oh, she does have it. Yes, she does have.
I have a pity at home, and he does the same thing when we're scratching him.
Yeah,
but she is such a sweet dog, and I really, really encourage people, if you are interested in Meagan, just reach out to Corinne, even if you just want to visit with her.
Yeah, she has her own Facebook page too.
Oh, yeah, and we'll have people follow her on Facebook.
Yeah,
but she is such a special dog, and she really does deserve the world. She's been through a lot, and she deserves her little retirement.
She does, and it's somebody that she does. She has so many friends. Sharon comes, Mary comes, Madison took a hiatus, but she's coming back, and Bridget, and now we have Jennifer. So the more the merrier for her, because she loves visitors.
She's so sweet.
She is the sweetest. And that was the other thing too. The news did a piece on her.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the remarks were like, "Oh yeah, Pitbull in foster care / rescue since 2019. Great dog." Yeah, she is a great dog. I don't like those.
The stereotypes
drive me crazy.
Like it's just one of those things. It's you got to know your own dog, know their boundaries, and then play it off that. But pit bulls are most cuddly. Like this is a great example of what a pit bull is.
With the grunt, with a little grunty
the grunt is a smile. That's exactly what they want to do. Is just chill and relax, huh?
You're
such a good girl. And I do want to also, if you're available to do this, if people are interested in doing something like adult foster, could you be a contact for them?
Yes,
if they
absolutely.
Have some questions for you?
Absolutely. I would love to do that. In fact, I keep saying I need to get more involved at the rescue, but I know Belinda's got her hands full. I used to be there a lot more, but somebody,
even like a foster coordinator, something to be able to be a resource. And
yes,
we
definitely.
do. Fostering is free to the person who would like to foster. We provide all the food, toys, bed, anything you're going to need to take care of them. We only ask that you provide a loving and safe space for them. And like I mentioned before, there's all different types of fosters, depending on your lifestyle, how much time you have. If you have more time, maybe bottle babies. We always need those.
Medical fosters who a dog has just had a surgery, a dog that needs time to decompress after it's been surrendered.
Elderly
dogs, yeah.
And we get a lot of dogs who are already house trained, crate trained.
She's house trained. She's crate trained.
And
she's crate. I don't know about crate, but she's definitely house trained.
Yeah, and she does great when she's with us. Like if you're out of town, she does great.
Yeah, she does.
She just likes her own little space. And that's something too. If you do like a longer term foster, something like going out of town, we always try to make the space, if it is a long term, for them to be able to come back and hang out with us too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you're the same way. I could not recommend fostering more.
No, it is. I am telling you, this is the most rewarding. And I'm an old lady. This is the most rewarding thing that I've done so far.
You're such a good girl.
Yes.
And I think the day that she finds her adopter.
Oh my gosh.
We are going to have a big party.
We are going to have a big party for her.
And her adopter is going to have to understand
that she comes with a big family.
A huge family.
She comes with a big family.
Reunions and visits and parties all together. Because we all want the best for Meagan Roo, and we can't wait for the day that she does find her forever home.
And she'll always have so many babysitters.
Anytime. You have dog walkers, babysitters, all kinds of people will bring you toys, all stuff for that.
Treats, anything she wants.
Yeah, she has a big team behind her.
She does. She's got a big team.
Is there anything else you would like to add about her or her story at all?
That she's really improved. I would say she's improved more than 100% since when I took her out of the kennel setting and brought her here.
What was she like in the kennel setting?
She would to go for a walk. She had a couple of people that would walk her, but in order to get her out of the kennel, we had to cover all the other dogs' kennels because she was so reactive that she was barking, and of course they're barking.
Overstimulation.
And it wasn't only her. It was all dogs in the kennel get overstimulated.
It's a tough environment.
It's so hard on them. But she has come such a long way, and she's finally, I think, learned to relax.
And not all people are bad.
And accept the fact that not everybody is bad. You know,
look at that smile, girl.
Not everybody's bad. No, there are some good people in the world.
There are, and
there's no way that we would ever let you go to a bad person, right, Maggie? No, it's just that she's really come a long way, and
And sometimes it like we've said before, is just time in the right situation.
Yes.
Like I don't know if you've been following our JJ at all.
Yes, I sort of.
He kind of reminded me a little bit of Megan's story about how he. I never met him when he first came in, but obviously I'd seen things and heard from other employees about how he was reactive, and he went to a foster home and he has just thrived, done amazing.
Yes.
Really adjusted to being in a house. Look at those ears.
Who's the star of the show?
And we can never have enough fosters.
No, fostering is so important. Right? It's so important to do. It really is.
And with the more fosters, the more we can save.
The more you can save, yeah. The more you can pull, and especially unfortunately, down here, I'm originally from the north, and it just amazes me that people, you really need to be proactive and have your dog spayed and neutered.
It's a common thing we have on this podcast about spay
and neuter. People, please.
Because I think I'm also from up north and from Massachusetts, and when I came down here for school, that's how I got started in working in rescues, because I saw this huge change and how there wasn't a lot of resources or understanding.
The resources they're lacking down here.
It's
shocking, really.
Right, and the overpopulation and overcrowding in shelters, especially in the South right now, it's heartbreaking.
It is.
I don't think we've seen a shelter crisis like this in probably 20 years as far as being full. But by having something like fosters, we are able to pull more from high kill shelters or bad situations and keep moving forward, because we gotta get this problem under control.
We do. It's so important, and that's another thing. If you foster, you'll make room for another dog into that kennel, into the rescue. It's 2 lives saved. It's your foster dog, and then that open space. It really is. So, and it's so rewarding. Every day, it's, there are days when it's pouring rain out, or it's cold, or it's hot, and I'm tired, or and I come out here, and she always puts a smile on my face. She's always happy there to greet you. And she is. I also, what I started doing was when I was in college, I started fostering because I wasn't ready to make the commitment to an animal. Didn't know where I was going to be, so I didn't want to adopt anything. But I had the time and the space to foster, and that's how I started doing it. So it's a great thing for college kids, too. It is great. If you can do that, And that way it's not 14-year-long commitment, 18-year-long commitment, just until they find the right place. Yeah. And they're short-term, too. If someone's recovering from surgery. Even I know sometimes we'll do little sleepover things if a dog just needs a break. So there's lots of options for people. Yeah. Or if you don't know that, I don't know if I would really want to commit, or what is it like to own a dog or a cat, or it's a great place to start. It's a great place to start. Yeah. It is. It's a great place to start. I think not everyone knows that it's an option to do fostering. But we do, on our website, we have a foster application. If you want to go on there and fill it out, you can always call us or message Meagan Roo's Facebook page and ask there, too, about more questions. And give us a call, and also reach out to Corinne if you're at all interested in coming over to meet Maggie. Absolutely. You want to come over and be one of our friends? Come here, Maggie. Right, Maggie? You want to say bye? Some more friends? Come here. Come on, say bye. Come on, say goodbye. Okay. All right, Corinne and Megan, I wanted to say thank you to both of you so much. Oh, you are so welcome. She knows I have a treat. Megan, you did so good. And she takes treats so gently. And then a nice big smile. Good girl, Megan. Good girl. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Please continue to subscribe, like our videos, and share them. And we will see you next week. And hopefully we find a new home for Megan, huh? Yes, pretty girl. All right. Bye, guys. Bye. Look at her. Oh, my goodness.